The good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it.
One of the great things about science is that it is an entire exercise in finding what is true. It does it better than anything else we have ever come up with as human beings. This is science. It's not something to toy with.
Neil, in almost all realms of life, science has served us magnificently. When it comes to the realm of nutrition, weight loss, diet, and fitness, science has run us into a ditch. Hi, today we're going to recognize another group that was never given credit, but in reality were some of the greatest scientists of the 20th century. The first wave of female bodybuilders. Let's take a trip back to the 1970s, when the esteemed experts of science and their cutting-edge research told us weight training was harmful for women. But here we are, the 21st century, and weight training for women has now become one of the greatest forces for health, wellness, fitness, and female empowerment. The question is, what was the catalyst to this reversal? Many think science turned it all around on their own. Well, that's wrong. And how do we know that? Because they were the ones who proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that weight training was harmful for athletes, the elderly, and women. Others think it turned around with the arrival of the female fitness icons and superheroes. Wrong again. Before Madonna, Janet, Linda, Angela, and Demi, or the 21st century superheroes, Gal Gadot, Halle Berry, Rebecca Romaine, Scarlett Johansson, Jessica Alba, or the Jennifers, Lawrence and Garner, there are a group of real-life superheroes that set everything in motion. You see, many take it for granted that the art and science of women's dieting and training always existed. It didn't. Someone had to do the work. The architects of this body of knowledge were the first wave of female bodybuilders in the 1970s and 80s. In spite of all the cutting-edge research warning women against the dangers of weight training, these fearless visionaries knew science was dead wrong, and they defied the most brilliant experts of that era. These real-life Wonder Women were some of the greatest scientists in the diet and fitness revolution. And they were the ones who changed the future for women in the 21st century. The problem is they were never given the credit or praise they deserved. And that's what we're doing today. We're paying our respects and giving these women the recognition they've earned. In the first wave of female bodybuilders, there were two champions that have a special place within this pantheon. The first Miss Olympia, Rachel McClish. She opened the door to the future and showed women they could be smart, sexy, and strong. The other is the greatest female bodybuilder of the 1980s, Corey Everson. With her poise, personality, and beauty, she was the one who broke through and took women's weight training mainstream. Some of the other great champions in this first wave were featured in the movie Pumping Iron 2, The Women. There was Carla Dunlop, Bev Francis, Marjo Celine, Gladys Portuguese, Lydia Chang, Chris Alexander, Lori Bowen, Tina Plakinger, and Shelley Gruel. The other great athletes of that era were Lisa Lyons, Kay Baxter, Tegan Clive, Kiki Aloma, Patsy Chapman, Laura Coombs, Lynn Conkright, Candy Census, Debbie Diana, Diana Dennis, Claire Furr, Erica Meese, Juliette Bergman, Tanya Knight, Penny Price, Jackie Paisley, Janet Tech, Laura Craval, Debbie McKnight, Mary Roberts, Janice Regain, the Anjas, Longer and Schreiner, Sandy Rydell, Ray Hollett, Lori Fetrick, Sharon Bruneau, and the future queen of 90s bodybuilding, Linda Murray. So Neil, when you say science is a lock on the truth, please qualify your statements when it comes to women's dieting and weight training. Because it was the bodybuilding ladies of the 80s that were some of the greatest scientists in this realm. not a group of elitist paper tigers in their ivory towers. Seacrest out.